Everyone, my name is Noche Diaz. I am a spokesperson for the Revcom Corps for the Emancipation of Humanity. Now look, we're a revolutionary organization that is serious about making an actual revolution to get to a whole new way to live. We don't celebrate July 4th. We say this whole system is rotten and illegitimate, and we need and we demand a whole new way to live and a fundamentally different system. But as someone who understands that this system gave rise to Donald Trump, do not let anyone give you any excuse for standing aside against the fight to defeat Trump's MAGA fascism. No decent person can give any excuse or justification for waking up one more day and not doing everything we can to defeat the consolidation of fascism. No decent person should wake up one more day and accept that the streets are being flooded with masked, armed, militarized thugs systematically violating the law and due process of law to round people up who are brown and from a different country and put them in prisons with no due process, which makes them concentration camps. No decent person should be allowed to talk about opposing oppression, injustice, tyranny, exploitation without talking about how we face the immediate, existential, urgent threat of a genocidal racist pumped up with a cave-dwelling machismo, with a virulent hatred for women, LGBT people, on a rampage to deny the science of medicine, the science of climate change, who waves nuclear weapons and threatens to bully the whole world. Nobody can stand aside with the fight to stop that in the name of humanity. Anyone who tells you to prepare and divert the protests into getting ready for the next election, ask them, what have you allowed yourself to become? What are you allowing yourself to be turned into? As the Supreme Court gives this fascist dictator unchecked power, as he prepares to announce that this is his America, his military, and his future. This is why we come together today, as everyone has said, to declare our independence from Trump's fascist America. We come here together today to say no! 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 In the name of humanity! In the name of humanity! We refuse to accept! We refuse to accept! A fascist America! A fascist America! Trump must go now! Trump must go now! Trump must go now! Trump must go now! Go now! A shout out to all of you who came out here today. A shout out to the people in Los Angeles, which is still occupied by National Guards and U.S. military, who continue to stand up and find their courage. Find their courage in each other, in standing up for what is right. Tomorrow is the anniversary of Frederick Douglass's famous speech, "What to the slave is your 4th of July?" And this year we say, what to oppressed humanity? At a time of make America great again, fascism, is this 4th of July? What to the immigrants fleeing countries destroyed by American empire to come and be hunted in the streets of American empire is the 4th of July? What to trans people who are being erased from public existence and life and persecuted is the 4th of July? What to black people who face slavery, Jim Crow lynching, and now police murder and mass incarceration is the 4th of July? What to the Palestinian children being incinerated by made in the U.S. and paid for by the U.S. bombs is the 4th of July? We say We say it is time not to celebrate America, but to celebrate and look forward to a world free of all the oppression, madness, and empire that is represented by America. And let me just challenge you with this. Our vision of freedom, our vision of a world with rights and equalities should not be determined and limited by what was conceived of by actual slave owners. In the Revcom Corps, we follow Bob Avakian, who's the architect of a new communism, yes, communism, and the architect of a constitution with a vision of rights and freedoms far beyond what could be imagined under this system. And don't let them tell you about how communism is just scary dictatorial madness, because that's what America is right now throughout its history, and which is threatening the existence of humanity. So to end, I challenge everybody who has the heart to fight for something worth fighting for, who has the head to look past the brainwash of American chauvinism, who doesn't care if people criticize you for refusing to accept the lie that this is the best of all possible worlds. And those who want to work with people just like you and nothing like you, who want to share the common cause of emancipating humanity, join with the Revcom Corps for the emancipation of humanity. Our leader, Bob Avakian, ends his New Year's statement, which you can get in this pamphlet, by saying this: "We Revcoms are working tirelessly toward the goal of finally putting an end to monstrous and completely unnecessary ruin and destruction of so many people here and all over the world. And in the interest of humanity as a whole, we are willing and prepared to make the necessary sacrifices and call on others to make the necessary sacrifices to carry out the revolution that can bring about a liberating leap forward on the road to fully putting an end to all this madness and needless suffering, and bring about a world where human beings can at long last move beyond the mere struggle for individual survival, as well as the heavy weight of thousands of years of oppressive relations, and truly thrive as a world community of human beings, proceeding according to fundamental principles of cooperation and capable of being fit caretakers of the earth." So once again, we say this whole system is rotten and illegitimate, and we need and we demand a whole new way to live in a fundamentally different system. And everyone today comes together to say, in the name of humanity, we refuse to accept a fascist America. We declare our independence from Trump's fascist America. Trump must go now. Thank you.
Give it up one more time for my brother Noche and the Revcoms.